Taylor-Joy was born on the 16th of April 1996 in Miami, Florida, to Dennis Allen Taylor, a former banker, who was awarded an MBE in the OBE, and Jennifer Marina Joy, a psychologist. Taylor-Joy has stated that her birth in Miami was a fluke, as her parents had simply been on vacation in the city at the time. However, because of her birthplace, she holds United States citizenship due to the country's jus-soli nationality law. Her father is an Argentine of English and Scottish ancestry, son of a British father, Alfred Royal Taylor, and an Argentine-British mother, Violet Mary Forrest. Taylor-Joy's mother was born in Zambia, to an English diplomat father, David Joy, and a Spanish mother, Montserrat Marancho Sormench, from Barcelona. She is the youngest of 6 siblings, 4 from her father's previous marriage. Taylor-Joy and her family moved from Miami to Buenos Aires when she was an infant, and she attended Northland School until age 6, when the family relocated to the Victoria area of London. She is fluent in both Spanish and English and holds triple British, American, and Argentine citizenship. Taylor-Joy experienced the move as traumatic and refused to learn English in hopes of moving back to Argentina. She was educated at Hill House and attended Queensgate School, acting in school productions. She dropped out of school at the age of 16, citing bullying from her classmates as the reason. She recalled, "Argentina is all green and I had horses and animals everywhere. All of a sudden I was in a big city and didn't speak the language. I didn't really feel like I fitted in anywhere. I was too English to be Argentine, too Argentine to be English, too American to be anything. The kids just didn't understand me in any shape or form. I used to get locked in lockers. I spent a lot of time in school crying in bathrooms." At age 17, she was scouted as a model by store management founder Sarah Dukas while walking outside Harrods department store in Knightsbridge, London. Taylor-Joy made her screen debut in 2014 with the fantasy comedy film Vampire Academy, directed by Mark Waters, but her role in the movie went uncredited. However, later she happened to meet the actor Alan Leach at an audition, and she was signed by the actor BAFTA acting agency. This led her to star in her first lead role in Robert Eggers' directorial debut The Witch 2015. She was only 17 when she signed for the role. Grossing $40 million against the meager production budget of $3 million, the movie received worldwide commercial and critical acclaim and received multiple accolades as well. Taylor-Joy was highly praised for her performance and bagged several awards, including the Breakthrough Artist Award at the Austin Film Critics Association Awards. The following year, Taylor-Joy starred in Luke Scott's science fiction horror film Morgan, playing the title character. The film received negative reviews from critics and was a commercial failure. However, Booth, Michigan's John Serber wrote that Taylor-Joy disarms us with a performance that keenly teeter-totters between little girl innocence and dead-eyed viciousness. She next starred in the drama film Barry, which focused on a young Barack Obama during his first year at Columbia University in 1981. Barry premiered at the 2016 Toronto International Film Festival. Taylor-Joy's likeness was used for the character Valkyrie Kane on the 10th anniversary cover of Skullduggery Pleasant, and subsequently on the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 14th books in the series of the same name. She also appeared in the music video for Skrillex's remix of GTA's song Red Lips. In 2016, she was cast opposite James McAvoy in M. Night Shyamalan's Split, where she played Casey Cook, a young girl abducted by a man with multiple personalities, McAvoy. The film was a commercial success, grossing $278.5 million on a budget of $9 million. Her next film that year was Corey Finley's directorial debut Thoroughbreds. Co-starring Olivia Cooke and Anton Yelchin in his final film role, she played Lily, a high school student who schemes to kill her stepfather via a contract with a drug dealer. Thoroughbreds premiered at the 2017 Sundance Film Festival, and David Ehrlich of IndieWire called her performance captivating. Her third release in 2017 was Sergio G. Sanchez's Marrowbone, a horror mystery in which critics praised the ensemble cast. Tasha Robinson of The Verge noted that Taylor-Joy brought a shy, appealing warmth to an inconsistent character. She was nominated for the BAFTA Rising Star Award and was awarded the Trophy Show Par at the Cannes Film Festival that same year. In December of 2017, Taylor-Joy portrayed Petronella Altman in the BBC One period drama miniseries The Miniaturist, based on Jessie Burton's novel of the same name. Taylor-Joy reprised her role as Casey Cook in the 2019 psychological superhero film Glass, the final film in the Unbreakable film trilogy, in which she features alongside James McAvoy, Samuel L. Jackson and Sarah Paulson. The film was a commercial success, grossing $247 million worldwide, but received mixed reviews unlike its predecessor. Later that year, she made appearances in the documentary film Love, Antosha, which depicted the life and career of her late co-star Anton Yelchin, and in Hozier's music video for his song Dinner and Diatribes. Her next two 2019 films, the animated musical adventure film Playmobil, the movie and biographical drama film Radioactive, were commercial failures. She also voiced the character of Breya in the Netflix animated fantasy series The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. In her final role of 2019, she played the starring role of Gina Gray in the BBC One period crime drama series Peaky Blinders. In 2020, Taylor-Joy starred alongside Johnny Flynn and Josh O'Connor. The film, and her performance, and she has great chemistry with Flynn as the two bickering friends. The film was originally intended. Taylor-Joy headlined the Netflix miniseries The Queen's Gambit, playing Beth Harmon, a chess prodigy struggling with drug and alcohol addiction as she strives to become the world's greatest chess player. Both the series and her performance received widespread critical acclaim, and on November 23, 2020, Netflix announced that the series had been watched by 62 million households since its release, becoming Netflix's biggest scripted limited series to date. Darren Franick of Entertainment Weekly called her performance darkly fascinating, and noted how she excels in the quiet moments, her eyelids narrowing as she decimates an opponent, her whole body physicalizing angry desperation when the game turns against her. Similarly, Caroline Framker of Variety found her to be so magnetic that when she stares down the camera lens, her flinty glare threatens to cut right through it. Taylor-Joy received numerous accolades for her performance, including winning a Golden Globe, a Screen Actors Guild and a Critics' Choice Television Award. Taylor-Joy next appeared in the drama film Here Are the Young Men, directed by Owen Macken and based on the novel of the same name by Rob Doyle, which was released in April 2021. Taylor-Joy will star in Edgar Wright's psychological horror film Last Night in Soho, which is scheduled for release in October 2021. She will then re-team with filmmaker Robert Eggers for a starring role in the historical revenge film The Northman, which has been described as a Viking revenge saga set in Iceland at the turn of the 10th century. In October 2020, it was announced that Taylor-Joy had been cast as the titular character in the Mad Max Fury Road prequel Furiosa. In December 2020, Scott Frank, the writer-director of The Queen's Gambit, announced that he hoped to film an adaptation of Vladimir Nabokov's novel Laughter in the Dark with Taylor-Joy. In January 2021, she was cast in David O. Russell's period drama, which will also star Robert De Niro, Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, and Mike Myers. Since 2017, Taylor-Joy has been attached to star in Robert Eggers' remake of F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu. That same year, she was also cast in the drama film The Sea Change.